Hello and welcome back. Today we have Platinum Review number 51, Batman: The Enemy Within. Released in 2017, Batman: The Enemy Within is the sequel to 2016's Batman: The Telltale series. Although Telltale Games was shut down in 2018, a new version released in 2019 with a darker, noir-styled Shadow Edition. However, I played the original version, which had the familiar graphic novel art style that felt straight off the pages of a comic book. The Enemy Within is an episodic, point-and-click adventure that relies on quick-acting decisions to guide the narrative. The game picks up after the events of the first game, and even allows the player to import a save file from it to keep the storyline consistent with the decisions they made previously. This was a really cool feature and kept the narrative consistent in what equates to a single, large story spread out between two games. The platinum process is once again as straightforward as it gets: play the game. Completing each episode from start to finish is all that needs to be done. With the player guiding the gameplay, no two playthroughs will be the same, and some decisions will drastically alter the character relationships and storylines. With that said, here is a recap of my experience and the style in which I played. If you would like to see my full playthrough, please check out the link in the description. Episode 1, The Enigma, begins with a brief recap of the story from the first game.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
We then get a brief teaser of the Riddler and things to come.
Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win a game, everyone would be happy.
The game then cuts to Bruce watching over Rumi Mori in a casino. We get the first decision of the game. As it was previously, some choices don't alter the story, only the dialogue that follows.
I wonder, if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
We all wear masks in public. Every day is 1,000 little performances.
Perhaps, but some are more encompassing than others.
As Bruce looks on, Mori is approached by a hooded man who turns out to be Riddler. He hasn't been seen in Gotham in years, but appears to have made a comeback.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap, let's go!
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead?
Things quickly turn ugly as Bruce leaves to change into his Batman suit. Before he can, he is ambushed and the player is reacquainted with the basic button prompts for fighting and action commands. Back inside, Riddler locks Mori within one of his traps and demands he answer a riddle. Unfortunately, Mori doesn't get the answer, leading to some gruesome consequences. As Batman finally arrives, the player is presented with a new gameplay mechanic. Now, during action sequences, the player can choose how Bruce will take out enemies for an added personal touch. Additionally, there are now some sequences that require multiple button inputs in quick succession.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman.
With Batman in trouble, the GCPD arrive just in time, but unfortunately, Riddler escapes in the ensuing chaos, leaving behind a puzzle for Batman to solve.
Ridiculous. Either way, you won't be the one to put me there.
As the final enemies are rounded up, a new force to be reckoned with arrives, Amanda Waller, head of the agency.
We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
And you are?
Immediately, there is tension in the air, and an underlying power struggle between Gordon and Waller, with Batman soon to join in.
My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention the city's corrupt mayor, Dent. We could do great things together if we joined forces.
Whatever you think you can bring to the table, I don't need it.
You knew me even a little, you wouldn't hesitate. Trust me, you want me on your side.
Now, we see some more important decisions, as Waller will remember that. Some of these will drastically alter the relationships between characters and story moving forward. Back home, Bruce and Alfred attempt to unlock the secrets of the puzzle left behind. Here, the Bat computer serves as a data hub with extra background info, and Bruce can visit some relics from his past battles. Eventually, Bruce discovers that the puzzle contains a message that is revealed by a nearby record player.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself, unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
Unsure of what to make of it, Bruce enlists the help of Lucius, and they agree to meet up at Wayne Tower. Bruce shows Lucius the puzzle, but they are interrupted by the arrival of his daughter Tiffany, who has just started working at Wayne Enterprises.
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation.
She is immediately intrigued by the puzzle and offers to help, which Bruce accepts.
What a strange thing. This circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off.
What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it.
I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help.
He and Lucius decide to eventually fill her in and include her as part of the Batman team. As they go to work on the puzzle, Agent Avesta and Agent Blake from the agency arrive to speak with Bruce. Lucius takes the puzzle to his office and begins work alone. Agent Avesta proceeds to grill Bruce about his connections to Gotham's most notorious criminals.
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You helped the GCPD capture Oswald Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin. He was a terrorist, a member of the Children of Arkham, and your friend. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm not sure I like where this conversation is going.
This probably isn't gonna help. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
They are cut off by an emergency evacuation siren and a desperate call from Lucius. He has discovered the secret to the puzzle, but it is too late.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
At Lucius's funeral, Tiffany is distraught and lashes out at Bruce as she holds him responsible.
I know it's no consolation, but the work your father was doing, it was important.
More important than family.
That's not what I meant.
Well, what did you mean? Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself.
To make matters worse, John Doe arrives at the funeral, and despite his efforts to help, makes Bruce look bad in front of Tiffany.
Funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zaz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
However, John has an ulterior motive for showing up, as he is looking for Bruce to return the favor of helping him escape Arkham in the first game. All he wants is Bruce to meet his new group of friends, which he agrees to. Further conversations connect them, as both despise the Riddler and desire his demise.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but...
They agree to work together, and John will search for the Riddler's whereabouts and report back to Bruce. With John's lead, Bruce and Gordon decide to investigate, but leave Waller in the dark. Within an old water tower, they discover Riddler's lair, but it is a trap. They discover a dead body, one of Waller's agents, who failed at Riddler's game. Batman decides he must complete the game himself in order for them to escape.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
Batman is successful and discovers how Lucius was killed, as well as some of Riddler's motives.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
Bruce then receives a message from John, telling him to look into Maury, who might know Riddler's location. Bruce heads out and meets up with Maury. In exchange for information on Riddler's location, Bruce provides funds to help Maury leave the country.
Everything you need to find him is on that drive. But I need a favor from you first.
A favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. She controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste. You can help with that.
With this new information, Batman heads to the Lady of Dublin, a cargo ship, and Riddler's hideout. On board, he finds not only Riddler, but agents Avesta and Blake stuck in Riddler's traps. Batman takes out the nearby henchman, but unfortunately is caught in a trap of his own.
Are you all right? Oh God, not more.
Batman is forced to answer riddles, but even a right answer results in unbearable pain. However, a wrong answer will kill Agent Blake. Agent Blake is willing to sacrifice himself for Avesta, but Batman listens to her and continues to answer.
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please, don't let him die. Say it!
I need an answer.
Avesta. The answer is Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman! Ha! Here's your prize.
Oh my God! Iman! What have you done?
Desperate, Batman hacks the Riddler network and fires a missile to allow an escape. Batman proceeds to take out Riddler, but unfortunately, Agent Avesta may have some permanent damage. Subdued and helpless, Riddler still tries to get in Batman's head. That is, until unexpectedly, he is hit with a dart and drops dead. Soon after, Waller arrives, and she is not happy.
Thunderbolt? I'm the whole goddamn hurricane! I'm about to blow both your asses off the side of this ship. This is a goddamn mess.
She flexes and takes over control of the GCPD. Batman refuses to work without Gordon, but Waller has a trump card, and she uses it.
Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
Just like the previous game, your decisions will compare to those of the other players to see how you played. New to this game are character relationship updates that show how crucial choices left the different characters feeling. Episode 2, The Pact, begins with Waller and Bruce speaking, following up on her revelation. She reassures Bruce she will keep his secret, but an explosion in the distance cuts the conversation short, as Riddler's gang is raiding the GCPD's weapons arsenal. Within the arsenal, Batman encounters the first member of the criminal gang, Bane.
You fight alone. You will die alone.
They fight, but unable to take out Batman, Bane injects himself with venom, increasing his rage and power.
This pain you're feeling, Batman.
With this strength, Bane easily defeats Batman and traps him under the wreckage he caused, leaving him for dead. Batman is able to call Gordon for help just before passing out. Gordon rescues Batman, who returns home to heal. In the Batcave, he researches information on the criminal group known as the Pact, consisting of Riddler, Harley Quinn, Bane, and John. Because John is a member, Bruce decides to use their friendship as a way in to gain information. Bruce then meets up with John at a nearby bar, and they catch up before talking about John's friends.
So, that rude know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am
However,
I?
sources
Who
inside
am
the
I?
GCPD say
You're a
that one
rotting,
murder, and that the
stinking
killer
corpse.
is still at large.
That's who you are.
John, did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but... Geez, Bruce. Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around. I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him.
Outside the bar, John admits to Bruce that he is in love with Harley and wants Bruce to help him look good in front of her. They meet up with Harley, but she is immediately skeptical and untrusting of Bruce.
Don't turn around. All right, Wayne. You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle. I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright.
Trust me, you don't want to do that. The mess will be awful.
Maybe I like mess.
No, brains are like red wine. The stain never comes out, no matter how hard you scrub.
Since when did you ever scrub a damn thing? I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See? There wasn't even a bullet in the chamber. Oops. So I asks myself, what's Bruce Wayne want with a lost soul like John? It's kind of a mismatch.
John and I went through a lot in Arkham. He's a friend.
Oh, ain't that cute? You're sweet on little old puddin'. Here's the thing, lover boy. Guys like him don't have friends like you. You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble. And I only like trouble when I'm the one causing it. You got a good reason why I should trust you? 'Cause I sure as hell can't see one.
Bruce is convincing enough, as he really sells his friendship with John. It was here that I decided I was going to genuinely be a friend to John, and be loyal to him over others, even if that meant going full heel and making some immoral decisions along the way. Harley decides that to prove himself, Bruce must help them steal a Phalanx key from Wayne Enterprises. Inside Wayne Tower, Bruce is accompanied by Harley and John, which forces Bruce to make some tough decisions to maintain his cover. As I mentioned earlier, I decided that Bruce would remain loyal to John, so he goes along with the pact, even if it means chaos and criminal behavior.
You really ought to rethink your hiring practices, Bruce. Your man's lying down on the job.
What did you do to him? Is he still alive?
Don't worry. A little bump on the head never killed anyone.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do I look funny to you? Like I'm some kind of punchline or something?
Excuse me?
You gonna let your employees sass me like that? Is this the kind of operation you run here? Your worker bees just mouth off whenever they want.
Regina will apologize. Won't you, Regina?
Bruce,
Let that make it feel real.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause offense.
Good.
Eventually, they make their way to Bruce's office and down to his secret lab. Here, Bruce enters the vault to grab the Phalanx key, but he is not alone. Inside the vault is Tiffany.
What's going on here, Bruce? What's all this for?
Your father worked with Batman. That's who all this stuff is for.
Batman.
Bruce is forced to reveal some truth to her, but John walks in and sees her. Fortunately, Bruce is able to convince him to keep it a secret, and Tiffany hands over the Phalanx key.
Please, Tiffany, I've been honest with you every step of the way. Now I need you to trust me. Please.
I better not see this on the evening news.
Thank you. This makes things so much better for everyone.
Bruce, John, and Harley leave, but Harley decides to take the EMP emitter with them as well. A little while later, Batman meets up with Gordon on the roof of the GCPD. Gordon provides Batman with some information on Harley, but they are interrupted by Waller.
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
You're both behaving like children.
Watch your tone, Batman.
She decides to help Bruce in his undercover work, and together, they will attempt to take out the Pact when they least expect it. Waller then leaves, but not before speaking some real truth to Batman.
Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you're not proud of before this is done.
Later, Bruce receives a message from John, and he is taken to the Pact's secret hideout.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home, the end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind? You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg. Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet, and believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy. You, though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big.
Here, Bruce works to gain everyone's trust, including Mr. Freeze, who is also a member.
Only one of you walks out of here.
Bruce Wayne. In or out?
The aristocrat is not afraid to dirty his hands. I say we add him to the pact. In.
There may be more to Wayne than first appeared. He can be trusted. In.
Bruce is strong and smart and handsome, like super handsome. It's nuts, you guys, and... Where was I going with this? Right. I vote in.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular? We got a majority, folks. Bruce is in.
Bruce is successful and is accepted as a member. Their first job is ready, and they head out. As they prepare, Bruce signals Waller to prepare for the ambush.
Secure the vehicle!
Stay down.
The Pact acquires the package, but Waller is a no-show. She finally calms in and tells Bruce there will be no backup. The Pact proceed to wreck everyone in their way, before loading up the package and leaving.
Harley!
Brucey, come join the fun! Keep your arms and legs inside the ride! Well, that was fun. Kinda.
Bane, who will not stop fighting, is unfortunately left behind.
Intrigued, Brucey? Wanna know what's inside? Go on, open it.
Back in their hideout, they open the package, which turns out is Riddler's dead body. Not only that, but the Pact is about to get a new member.
I've got what you need. For the right price.
As Episode 3, Fractured Mask, begins, we learn the reason the Pact wanted Riddler's body. They need to scan his eyes to create a retinal key so Bruce and Selina get to work. As they acquire the scan, they catch up and have many questions.
I didn't know what I'd be walking into with this group, but I certainly didn't expect it to involve you. And I know you're no stranger to peril, but you shouldn't be here.
How did you get involved with these psychopaths?
Ran into Harley once or twice, but I knew Riddler. He tried to bring me in before someone here probably killed him.
After the scan is complete, an enraged Bane bursts through the door.
You'll find I'm not disposed of so easily!
You overstepped when you left him. And now it's time to pay the price.
No. Oh, this one's actually got some brains. Everyone else better be smart too.
However, Harley takes charge and questions whether they have a rat amongst them. She immediately points to Bruce, but he is vouched for.
That make you nervous, Bruce? What do you have to say?
Hey, I'm on your side, Harley. Okay? There's no need for threats.
Stop, wait!
Excuse me, peanut gallery? You got something to say?
Wayne pulled his own out there. Saw it with my own two eyes.
I ain't gonna let a good effort go unnoticed.
Then, let's get back to work!
Still skeptical, Harley gives Bruce a new mission. She learned that Riddler's target was his old employer, and what sketchy things they were working on. However, she doesn't know the location of the black site, so she wants Bruce to do some research at Riddler's hideout. He accepts and takes Catwoman and John along with him. They make their way inside and look around for clues. Of course, the hideout is not without its death traps and riddles, which Bruce solves to uncover an elevator shaft leading to a hidden room. Here, they discover information on something called Sanctus and Project Lotus, but before long, the system shuts down and self-destructs. Luckily, Bruce was able to grab the decryptor before it was damaged. However, Catwoman doubts whether Bruce has the moral compass to do what is necessary, so she takes the decryptor for herself and runs.
You've gotten rusty.
You haven't gotten past me yet.
Slow down a bit. You're coming out blurry.
I forgot how skilled you are with your hands.
Catwoman eventually overpowers Bruce and takes the decryptor, determined to steal Harley's laptop for herself. Late that night, Bruce and John drink coffee while they discuss their next move. In exchange for help with Harley, John will keep quiet about the laptop. Bruce provides John with some dark advice regarding manipulation, which I felt was appropriate since Harley was clearly manipulating John herself.
How can I make her see me?
People aren't as complex as you make them out to be. Harley's smart, but she's still human. She can be manipulated just like anyone else.
Anyone, huh? How does one go about performing this magic trick?
Find a problem they have, and then make sure they think you are the only one who can solve it. Once they have to rely on you, they're yours.
Bruce then abruptly leaves when he sees the bat symbol in the sky. He meets up with Gordon, but tensions are running high.
The last time I fired this up, you didn't show. Had me concerned.
What do you mean?
The agency convoy? All those freaks were in one place, and you decide not to show? Oh, that ain't like you.
Gordon reveals that he is suspicious of Bruce Wayne and wants Batman to bring him in. Batman doesn't agree, and Gordon begins to go off the rails. He threatens Batman with Catwoman's arrest as he walks away.
I know your friend Catwoman's in town. Got a rap sheet that'll put her away for life. Maybe I can't move on Bruce Wayne, but I can move on her. I should have done this a year ago.
Dropping threats and walking away. You've hit a new low, Jim.
Yeah, I'll learn to live with it. As soon as I get back to the office, I'm sitting at a task force after her. And you better not tell her we're coming.
Despite Gordon's threats, Bruce warns Catwoman of the impending raid. Before he can leave, John is waiting on the rooftop for him.
Don't go, Gordon. I've got a city to save.
Please, Jim. You have to let me in.
I can't. It's too much. I I'm the best friend you have in spandex or whatever my suit is. You can trust me. It's... What if I grew a mustache for you?
Batman! Hi! Hello! So, John. My name's John. John Doe.
John fanboys over Batman and wishes for him to be his mentor. In exchange, he will give him Riddler's laptop, but he must promise not to harm Harley. Batman agrees, and they take a selfie.
Oh, one last thing. I collect these. They mean a lot to me. Oh, we look so cool. I mean, you're cool. I'm not usually cool, but next to you, I look cool. This is gonna look great on my wall. Thank you.
Back at the hideout, Bane continues to look for the rat. Despite Timothy vouching for Bruce, he did not return the favor.
Remember? I think Bane's onto something. You're the mole.
The hell, man? You son of a bitch!
It appears your time is up.
What the hell is going on here?
No!
Merely plugging their leak.
Bruce then fills Harley in on what they discovered at Riddler's hideout, while John attempts to steal the laptop.
We didn't find the location to the black site yet, but we did uncover the code name for whatever you're after. Project Lotus. Ring any bells?
And what is Project Lotus?
What do you want? Shouldn't you be informing your men they work for me now?
Unfortunately, they're too late, as Catwoman already has the laptop. Batman chases down Catwoman, and she thanks him for the tip. He wants the laptop, but Selina runs off. They fight until Bruce recovers the laptop, as it becomes obvious Selina intended for him to take it, and was just having some fun, with the chemistry and connection between them as strong as ever. They agree to work together to take down the Pact, and Bruce takes Selina with him to the Batcave.
But something tells me you might know where to find one.
Come home with me.
What's at home?
You'll see.
They talk, and Selina finally accepts her feelings for Bruce.
That's what I wanted. I didn't think this was ever gonna happen. Guess you've proven me wrong. Hold that thought. Is that what I think it is? What is my stuff doing on display in your cave? Alongside mementos of the psychopaths you've locked up? Not that you're normal by any stretch of the imagination, but there I am, right next to Harvey Dent. This has got to be good.
They remind me of you. Is that such a bad thing?
With the laptop, decryptor, and retinal device, they finally learn the dark secrets of Project Lotus.
Patient 843. 10 milligram injection at 0.01% solution. Patient 844. 10 milligram injection at 0.015% solution.
God, what is that? Human test subjects?
We have to find what they were giving those test subjects.
Look at these manifests.
Bodhi's Spa. Strange place for delivery of virus incubators. This must be what Riddler means by hiding in plain sight.
They discover that not only was Project Lotus codename for a biological weapon tested on human subjects, but that the whole operation was funded by the agency. Bruce confronts Waller with this information, and she agrees to meet with him at Wayne Tower to discuss. Things don't go as planned. As Bruce enters his office, Tiffany awaits, as well as the GCPD. Concerned that Bruce was heading down a dark path, Tiffany tipped off Gordon, but he betrayed their deal.
Hands behind your back!
On the floor, now! On the floor!
Now!
Bruce Wayne, you're under arrest for armed robbery, murder, and criminal conspiracy to commit a terrorist act. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
Take your hands off me before
Shut your mouth and stay down! Don't hurt him!
Thanks for the call, Miss Fox. You've done a good thing today.
You lied to me!
You need to stand back, or we're gonna have a problem.
For once, Bruce is happy to see Waller as she arrives, and sets Bruce free, relieving Gordon of his duties in the process, as he is now completely unhinged, irrational, and desperate.
Go home, Gordon. You're done here.
The hell I will!
If I were you, I'd be very careful with my next words.
And if I were you, I'd stop interfering with GCPD business. This is my city!
Not anymore. You're so far out of line you can't see the truth. You're dismissed.
Excuse me?
You tested me. This is what happens.
Damn it, Waller! You can't do this!
It's well within my power and you know it.
Good riddance.
Really, Bruce? You would say that after all I've done for Gotham?
You tried to arrest me.
Afterwards, Bruce and Tiffany are able to talk and clear the air. Bruce admits the truth and comes clean about being Batman. He even agrees to bring Tiffany on as part of the team.
I'm Batman.
You're Batman. The Batman.
Come on, got something to show you.
Hey, Bruce. Wanted to show you a preview of your new Batsuit. I know you and Alfred are still on your well-deserved retreat, but I couldn't help myself.
Dad.
I'll upload the specs to your private server.
With Dad gone, maybe I can still help. If Batman is interested. It's the least I can do. And I know my dad would be proud.
The way things are going right now, he could use a little help.
Bruce then questions Waller, but she claims the human experiments were a part of the old regime that she was brought in to shut down, but apparently some still operate in the shadows. They decide that the best course of action is to allow the Pact to infiltrate Sanctus, allowing the agency to follow up during the distracting chaos. Bruce then heads to the Bodhi Spa, which serves as the cover for the Black Site. He investigates, but doesn't get far before he is confronted by a suspicious and aggressive Bane.
Strange that you're here after a run-in with GCPD, in an alleyway, with the other rats. Finding you in this duplicitous position while we have a mole problem. Well, it does not look good for you, my friend. When you wake up, you can tell Harley that you led me right to her conspiracy.
Wake up.
Bruce awakes back at the hideout, where Bane presents his allegations to Harley. Harley is determined to discover the truth, as she claims that there are only two people the Rat can be, either Bruce or Catwoman. John volunteers to interrogate Bruce to uncover the truth. John is unsuccessful, but Bruce takes the blame and admits to being the Rat.
Who we hanging out to dry?
Go ahead, Bruce. Tell her what you told me. Come on.
It was me, Harley. I took it.
You were just starting to get under my skin. Too bad. I guess I do have to hurt Tiffany after all. And you, of course.
Harley decides that Bruce will be frozen to death and locks him inside one of Freeze's traps. John tries to reason with Harley, but it is no good, and the pack leave Bruce for dead.
Wait! Harley, as great as this is as a punishment, not Bruce. You can't. He's my best friend.
Aw, Puddin', that's sweet.
So maybe we can let him go? Live, at least?
Nah.
Episode 4, What Ails You, picks up with Bruce desperately trying to escape from the freezing pod. Miraculously, he is able to hack the EMP emitter and cut the power, allowing him to break free. He immediately heads to the Bodhi Spa, as Batman, and proceeds downstairs to the hidden area. Down below is a bloodbath, as the Pact has annihilated anyone in their way. Bruce proceeds forward, where he is intercepted by Catwoman. They formulate a plan, and together attack the Pact.
Batman! This is a distraction we do not need.
You switching sides on us, kitty?
I weighed my options, and what can I say? I don't like to lose.
You made a big mistake.
The virus is almost extracted.
An intense battle ensues, and Batman is overpowered by Bane and Freeze. However, John comes to his aid and knocks Freeze off of him.
That's for messing with my Batman! Go fight your own hero!
Batman is then able to knock Bane into the extraction chamber, destroying all but 3 samples of the virus. Freeze takes them and runs for the exit, but Harley knocks him out, destroying 2 and taking the only sample left with her.
Harley! Wait up! No! I'm infected!
What are you doing? You need me!
Not anymore.
Harley!
John and Selena are able to escape just before the agency arrives on the scene, but Bane and Freeze are not so lucky. Despite Waller's objection, Bruce and Avesta decide it's best to ask Freeze for information on where Harley might be. Bruce appeals to Freeze's love for Nora and makes a deal. Freeze informs Batman that Harley needs Riddler's blood in order to make a serum. Similar to Freeze, who wants the virus to make a cure for Nora, Harley wishes to use the virus to create a serum that will prevent her from developing the same mental disorder her father had. Agent Avesta joins Bruce, as she was the one who discovered his true identity in the first place, and they head to the Pack's hideout. On the way, Avesta confides in Bruce her doubts about Waller.
She's become more and more erratic since she came to Gotham. I hardly know what she's going to do next.
Harley?
No. Director Waller. You say she can't keep secrets from you. I never thought she'd have reason to keep them from me.
When they arrive at the hideout, Harley is already gone. They check Riddler's body for blood vials, but instead discover that his refrigerator coffin was purposefully disabled by the agency to speed up decomposition, and they have taken the blood for themselves. They hear a noise and discover John drunk in Harley's office.
Bruce! You came!
Where is she, John? Where's Harley?
You got some real nerve, you know that? Buddy! Remember the cafe? Just manipulate her, John. Did I stuck my neck out for you? Way out! Bane nearly ripped my head off. And for what? She flew the coop! And I have nothing.
John is distraught that Harley has left him after blaming him for the agency getting to Riddler's blood. Eventually, John gives in and heads out to find out where Harley is, even though he knows Bruce is using him.
It's funny. When you first walked through that door, I honestly thought you came here to check on me.
While he waits for John's call, Bruce heads back to the Batcave. There, he discovers Alfred passed out on the floor. He slowly comes to and is having guilt-ridden hallucinations of Thomas Wayne's crimes. Eventually, he returns to normal, and he and Bruce discuss the details of the virus.
It appears that Lotus can be synthesized into a restorative agent for the human body. A remarkable one.
Well, Freeze got that part right, but
as soon as Lotus repairs any physical problems, it causes irreparable damage to the subject's brain chemistry.
It drives you insane.
It's what Riddler meant when he said, "I wasn't always like this."
Avesta then informs Bruce that she has discovered where Waller is keeping the blood and will destroy the sample. Meanwhile, Tiffany awaits upstairs, and when Bruce arrives, she informs him of some projects she has been working on and would like to join the Batman team in the field. They are interrupted, though, when Bruce receives a message from John to meet him where he believes Harley is. Bruce arrives at the funhouse, but inside is more carnage.
Please, it's not what it looks like. I can explain. Just try and reserve judgment.
Take a deep breath, John.
Just calm down. What happened? Is Harley here?
She left just as I got here. The agents, they came looking for her. They're not supposed to just start shooting, Bruce. They're supposed to say, hands up! I've seen it on the TV.
They just attacked you.
I tried to talk sense into them, but they wouldn't listen. They just wanted blood. Something took hold of me. Something dark and vicious and desperate for survival.
Bruce accepts his word, and in return, John tells him that he knows he is Batman, which he doesn't deny.
You can't fool a friend. Someone who really takes the time to look. You are the Batman.
Well done, John. You figured it out. I've got to say, I'm impressed.
Only because you underestimate me. I know where Harley is. She took a truck out of the city, across the Gotham Bridge. Let me help you stop her. You and me, Batman. We can clean up this city together.
John offers to team up with Bruce to not only stop Harley, but to save the city, to which Bruce accepts, and they head for Gotham Bridge. When they arrive, Harley has hostages and is demanding the Riddler's blood. John volunteers to talk her down and approaches her carefully. Miraculously, he is able to get the virus and detonator from Harley, but doesn't trust Waller with the virus.
You backstabbing piece of crap!
Don't struggle, Harley. They think you're a fighter. They're gonna put you in the hole.
I'm gonna rip your head off, you two-timing son of a...
Get her out of here.
How could you, John? You broke my heart.
Bruce showed me how to be good, Harley, in a way you never could.
This causes everything to break down as John reacts in anger.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone should have this. Least of all you.
Well then, we'll no longer be requiring your service.
No! What are you doing? He helped us.
You betrayed me after I saved the day. You agents of people. You're just the worst.
Find that bag and get Quinn in the truck immediately. Where's Wayne? I want him secured. Subdue him if you have to.
In the chaos, Bruce becomes a target of Waller and helps John escape.
You're all going to pay for your crimes. Batman and I, we're going to bring you all to justice. It's gonna be so much fun.
Episode 5, Same Stitch, begins with John telling Batman about his new plan to bring the agency to justice.
Sorry I didn't call sooner. I've had to stay low, real low, like underground. Every time I pop up, Waller's idiots are there, and they don't seem to care whether they bring me in alive. I gave her Harley, the girl of my dreams, on that bridge. And what did I get for thanks? Waller tried to shoot me. The only thing she cares about is getting this virus back. If that ain't happening, well, I'm sick of keeping out of sight. I put together a little crew. It's time to get things moving again. Our plan: to bring them all to justice.
We then see just how low Waller and the agency will go to bring in John. With Batman in trouble, John arrives to help, now under his new persona, Joker.
Fire! Hit him again! What the hell?
Boss! Sorry I'm late! Almost missed my own debut!
The only real difference between Batman and the Joker is that Joker will use deadly force or whatever means necessary, similar to Waller, who ironically is doing the same thing to bring him in. We then see Waller's twisted actions in play, as she has forcefully recruited Bane with a death collar.
Bane.
You're working with them?
Director Waller promised you revenge. Here's your chance.
Get out of here!
I'm not leaving you.
Hey, Batman, we've got this.
Batman and Joker team up again, but Bane is more powerful than ever. With amazing teamwork, they are able to take him down, but their differences in philosophy are apparent.
You will pay for killing my friend.
What are you?
Riddler! Waller told me what you did. You let Batman defeat him, and then you struck like a coward.
No, I didn't! Batman! I didn't!
You would work with such a man? A murdering coward?
I said I didn't kill him! Waller's a liar! I didn't kill Riddler! What? What was that? I can't believe you! You shouldn't have stopped me. Don't you remember who this is? Look how many innocent people he's killed! He almost killed you! Again!
Stop! He's been subdued. He's no longer a threat.
No longer a threat! He accused me of killing Riddler!
After the fight, Bruce calls Alfred for some medical assistance, and he meets Joker in person for the first time in a hilarious sequence.
He goes by Joker now.
You know who I am?
Bruce has mentioned you, yes.
Really? What'd you tell him about me? All good things, I hope.
Alfred knows you're a friend of mine.
And any friend of Batman's?
Bruce, I know. We're tight like that.
Yes, he informed me.
That's great! No secrets between us. We're all part of the club. Wow! The Alfred! I've been collecting tabloid photos of Bruce for years, and you're in the background of at least a third of them.
You're hurt. Let me have a look.
Alfred, I kinda got hurt in that scuffle too. Do you think,
Oh, come on, it's hardly a...
Please? Damn it, that stings!
in a really heartfelt, caring kind of way.
Bruce then receives a phone call from Waller, who demands the virus returned or she will go public with his identity. Bruce decides that it is best if Joker gives him the virus to destroy, and hopefully get Waller off their back. Reluctantly, he agrees, and the virus is rendered inert. In need of some help, Bruce contacts Agent Avesta to get some dirt on Waller and neutralize her leverage over him. They meet up, and Avesta provides Bruce with details on just how dirty Waller's hands are. The information is going to cost Avesta her job, so an appreciative Bruce looks to add one more to the Batman team. As Avesta goes to leave, Waller arrives early and is less than pleased. With her is Bane, but he is not the only one under her control, as Harley and Catwoman are also connected to Death Collars, forced to do her bidding.
Even your old friend Catwoman.
Catwoman?
Don't give her anything, Batman. She's...
Did I say you could talk? You're outmatched. Time to stop this foolishness and get back into line. With the rest of the team.
An arrogant and cocky Waller tries to intimidate Batman, but he counters with his new evidence.
You'll never control me.
What do you think I've been doing since I came to Gotham? Oh, you'll submit all right. Either peacefully, or with my boot on your neck. Did she tell you? There's nothing on me I can't handle. Whatever you think you've got will bounce off me like rain off an armored truck. You know why they call me the Wall, Batman? Because you can't break through me.
You know if your superiors see this, it destroys your career.
What do you want?
I want you and the agency out of Gotham today.
This immediately shuts her down, as her tune has changed and she is willing to negotiate. Waller agrees to leave Gotham, but demands Joker in exchange for Catwoman. However, they are cut off, as Joker emerges enraged that Batman would let Waller leave.
No! That's not acceptable! Not at all!
What the hell? It's John Doe.
Oh, Puddin'! Come out, wherever you are.
Biggest villain in Gotham right in front of you! And you're just letting her waltz on out of town? That is so very disappointing.
Given what she knows, it's the best I could do.
You're letting her off the hook!
You think you're some kind of force for justice, Joker? Don't you see how ridiculous that is?
What's ridiculous is that anyone believes your lies! You blame me for your crimes, when we both know you killed Riddler!
Are you serious?
An epic fight sequence then takes place, with the pack doing Waller's bidding against Batman and Joker.
Doing what you apparently can't! Shining a light on the shadiest part of Gotham!
Kill him!
With pleasure!
Not yet!
The agency gave me a little upgrade. What do you think? Let go, you...
The battle ends when Joker detonates some bombs on the rooftops, causing Batman to fall through the roof and being devastatingly injured. Joker has disappeared and taken Waller with him. Fortunately, Selina is able to help and get Bruce safely home. In need of help, Tiffany joins Bruce in the search for Joker, but will remotely assist him through the use of her drone. Batman arrives at the water tower, and with the help of civilian Gordon, looks for clues about Joker's whereabouts. As they investigate, Bruce and Gordon mend their friendship.
You and me raking over a crime scene? I messed it up, didn't I? Now, in the early days when we were chasing you, not realizing you were one of the good guys, you and I came to an agreement. We worked together to make Gotham safer. I lost my head the other day. I want you to know I'm sorry. I cracked, like I said I would when Waller first moved in.
You were just doing what you thought was right, Jim. There's nothing to apologize for.
You're a good man for saying that.
They discover Joker's new hideout, but are interrupted by Harley Quinn, who is now a special agent.
Well, well. What's all this then? A bat and a walking mustache trespassing on my crime scene.
You escaped.
You got it all wrong, Batty boy. I'm here on agency business.
For the love of God.
That's right. I'm one of the good guys now. So hand over everything you found before I knock out those pearly whites. In the name of the law.
However, she is easily subdued. Batman arrives at Ace Chemicals, as Joker and Waller argue over the death of Riddler.
Took you long enough.
Batman! Thank God! I mean, I assumed you'd be okay. You're Batman, for Pete's sake. But still, are you okay, buddy? I was really worried about you.
I'm fine.
Of course you are. No way would a couple pesky bombs take you out.
You didn't want that virus to keep people safe. You wanted to use it to advance your career.
My career is how I keep people safe. I fight...
You're totally right. She sucks! Let's keep the show rolling. We've heard your excuses. You didn't mean for people to get hurt. Collateral damage, yada yada yada. But there's one crime that can't be excused. You killed the Riddler! And then you tried to pin it on me!
Didn't kill him, like I said.
It was you! You killed Riddler! Say it!
I will not.
Eventually, the truth is revealed. Shockingly, Riddler's killer is Tiffany.
Can't let someone else pay for my crimes. Waller didn't kill Riddler. I did. I know it was wrong. Now.
Oh, God, are you kidding me? These are the people you want to protect. I should kill them both.
In the confusion that follows, Joker makes a run for it. Trapped, Joker finally snaps.
I'll get you help. I won't abandon you.
You want me to go back to the beginning? To Arkham? Where it all started? I've come so far since then, Batman. Because of you. I believed in you, Batman. Like I never believed in anything. And it was all a lie!
He and Batman fight before Batman emerges the victor after an intense back and forth.
I really wanted to be a hero, you know? But I just can't. I know you used me. I know I should hate you for that. But I don't. Because I had such a good time with you, Bruce. Did you ever think of me as your friend? Like a true friend?
Of course. Of course you were my friend.
You are one messed up guy.
After, Batman talks to Waller one last time.
Listen. Everything I did for the greater good. To protect Gotham, to uphold the law, to make the world a safer place.
You're so full of it. You caused all of this. I've seen the file. The Pact would never have come to Gotham if you hadn't kept Lotus running.
Take a look in the goddamn mirror. I'm owning my part in this. But what about you? You act so high and mighty. At the end of the day, you're just a rich guy with all the toys beating up on lunatics.
I deal with criminals who threaten my city.
You're so far up your own ass, you can't see the truth. You're as nuts as any of them.
Batman then speaks with Tiffany about her shocking revelation. Despite his objection to killing, he lets that live in the past and continues to keep Tiffany on his team.
I won't ask for forgiveness, but I hope you can understand why I had to do it. I just felt so powerless, like my life was crumbling around me.
Revenge is an impulse, one to be checked. I can't condone it, but I do understand it.
Thank you. That means a lot. I couldn't bear it if you despised me. So, where do we go from here? I suppose this puts me on your most wanted list, rather than us working together.
If you want to fill your father's shoes, you need to learn right from wrong. You need someone to teach you.
You're giving me a second chance?
Think of it more as a sentence. You'll have to work hard for your redemption.
I promise I won't let you down.
Back at the Wayne Manor, Alfred informs Bruce that he is leaving for good. He no longer can handle the horrors of Batman and what comes with it. He can't bear to see anything happen to Bruce, so he intends to abandon him. He presents Bruce with an ultimatum: give up on being Batman and he will stay, or remain Batman and Alfred is gone. Bruce chooses Batman as Alfred walks away and the game ends. After the credits, we see Joker locked away back in Arkham Asylum. A knock on the door announces a visitor as Bruce arrives, signaling that he hasn't given up on him and they will remain good friends.
Visitor for John Doe.
Bruce!
After the story completes, you get to see your decisions and the final character outcomes. The Enemy Within definitely represented an improvement from the first game, both in narrative and visuals. While the story in the first game was very good, The Enemy Within just took it to the next level. The graphical imperfections and choppy transitions were few and far between, as the cutscenes flowed more naturally. Although, there were some instances that were strange. Like here, when Bruce looks out the window, but there is nothing there. Episode 5 had a few more laggy moments, but overall, the immersion was never really broken. The character development and voice acting was also on another level. The performances, especially Joker, were powerful and emotional. The game was basically a story of Bruce's loyalty. How far would he go for others, and who would he leave behind? He had deep, personal connections to Tiffany, Harley, Gordon, Selina, Waller, and Joker, and each of these could sway very far in opposite directions, depending on how the player chose to act. The narrative had the potential to play out very differently, based on the player's choices, and subsequent playthroughs could feel like an entirely different game. It was really cool seeing Harley Quinn as essentially the leader and most grounded mind of the Pact. She had an advanced psychiatric background, so it made sense for her to try and manipulate and break Bruce, while staying 2 steps ahead of the other members and keeping everyone in check. She was ruthless and violent, as her mallet this time was an actual metal Triple H-style sledgehammer. As opposed to some representations of Joker and Harley Quinn's relationship, it was Joker this time who was swooning over Harley. His actions always had her in mind, as he was desperate for her approval, despite Harley never really seeming interested in a romantic relationship, only using him for her own needs and trying to make him jealous to manipulate him even more, going so far as to call him her toy at one point. In contrast, Joker's relationship with Bruce was a wonderful experience, as Joker's liking for Bruce was genuine, and he truly valued their friendship. Accordingly, Bruce would toe and oftentimes cross the line between upholding Batman's code and helping his friend. This was my favorite part of the game, as I decided to play full heal and help Joker every step of the way. As a longtime fan of the Joker character, it was a dream come true to be able to join forces and fight together, as opposed to the usual, endless cycle of Batman hunting down the Joker, only for him to break free and repeat the process forever. I decided that Bruce's loyalties stood firm with both Selina and Joker, as they proved worthy of his trust through their actions, while others, such as Gordon and Waller, broke that trust and got harsh reactions accordingly. Speaking of Gordon, it was strange to see him so irrational and unhinged as he became desperate to one-up Waller. As expected, Waller is ruthless and not to be messed with, caring little for anyone other than herself and her mission. She views everyone as chess pieces in her quest to complete her mission. Her agents and those she views as expendable are treated like pawns, sacrificed without hesitation. Batman, however, is a more valuable chess piece, like a knight or the queen. But make no mistake, under the right circumstances, Waller would still sacrifice him if it meant checkmate. In regards to Alfred, I found his actions and demeanor increasingly off-putting as the game progressed. He was always lecturing Bruce, acting like taking the moral high ground is always so easy. And even if he doesn't mean it, he acted like Joker was beneath Bruce. He was the same with Catwoman. Despite Bruce's insistence, he never fully trusted Selina, and Bruce would be dead without her, so that worked out just fine. While I understood where he was coming from, it was unfair to ask Bruce to stop being Batman, and to abandon him when he was his most vulnerable felt selfish from the usually selfless Alfred. But again, bear in mind that these are the results of my specific playthrough and decisions, so everyone will have a unique experience. Once again, individual decisions cannot be replayed, but episodes can be. You would have to start from the beginning of the episode to make any changes along the way. But personally, I would just do an entirely new playthrough, as playing the opposite than you did the first time is a whole new experience. The game will play out completely different, with Bruce and John as enemies, not friends, with drastically altered character relationships and story accordingly. There are countless changes you can make along the way, with a really great narrative no matter what path you take. Therefore, the replay value after earning the platinum is extremely high. With so many iterations of Batman in existence, it is really hard to come across something that is new and unique, with a story that hasn't been told yet. But this game was a truly different take on the DC legend in so many ways. There were many twists, turns, and shocking moments along the way. I enjoyed every minute of the story, and no matter how it played out or how many different paths you take, it never disappointed. I recommend this game for anyone that is a Batman fan or anyone that played the first game, as this is an improvement that built on that game's strong foundation.
Rain, about time you showed up. What in the good goddamn is he doing here?
Overall, Batman: The Enemy Within is just a wonderful, fun, and amazing journey from start to finish. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for Platinum Review number 52.